Dome Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Well, guys, I got some good news from the light heavyweight division. Right? Your boy, contender, good contender, Sullivan Barrera from Cuba. He only got one loss. They're in serious talks with the Crusher, Sergey Kovalev, right? For November this year. That's another good fight in 2017. That's the kind of stuff that gets you excited. They're in serious negotiations. Is coming from Barrera, right? I put a link in the description box. Y'all go check it out. It's a great fight if it comes off. Um, Sullivan Barrera, he lost to Andre Ward. Ward's first fight coming up to 175 pounds, which was awesome from Ward's standpoint, which you see because of what Barrera was able to do after that Ward fight. Taking out Shabransky, who was undefeated and everybody thought was about to be the goods, right? Which he still could be, but now he has one loss. And then taking out Joe Smith. We know what Joe Smith was about, knocking out Bernard Hopkins, things like that, and Fanfara, who I like, right? So I got respect for some Joe Smith, but Sullivan Barrera handled his business with him, broke his jaw, and dominated him. So Barrera's right back in the mix. Now, I have doubts that this fight might happen. I have my doubts, and I think that if it doesn't happen, it's going to probably be because Sergey Kovalev's not going to really want this one or his team or something like that. They are promoted from the same promotion company, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But I just think the mindset of Sergey Kovalev, because I heard some whisperings and murmurings a week or so ago about him even contemplating retirement. You never know when you just read a headline, so I didn't report on it or go into it in depth. But, it wouldn't surprise me, with fighters, because you've seen this kind of thing in boxing history, down the line. What happens is when a guy, Sergey was the crusher before Andre Ward came there. The crusher. That means everybody's scared of him, running from him. He's front footing everybody. Got the aura coming in him. That kind of aura where people scared before they get in there. Has a reputation. Killed a guy, right? And Andre Ward comes up in weight and with no punching power. Let everybody tell it, right? And fought the man 22 rounds, and we can say that bested him. Officially anyway, but it's doubters and detractors that would say some of the wins are controversial and things like that when they know inside it's not. But okay, if there's doubt, we know he bested the guy in 22 rounds, and the narrative before the fights were he's going to get knocked out by Sergey Kovalev because he's the crusher and the bigger guy, right? So let's go back to that narrative. That did not happen. So when that does not happen, historically, then some of these guys develop some kind of psychological problems because your aura has a big dent in it. And that's why I was thinking, well, maybe some guy might hang up the gloves. Because, see, what's going to happen is nobody's going to be scared of you. You're going to have to beat some people after that. All right? And Sullivan Barrera is not going to be easy to beat. So I don't know if he wants to come back doing that. Now, this has happened to guys on Sergey Kovalev's level or even better. One of my top 5 fighters of all time, Prince Nassim Hamed. You guys don't know this guy. I'm talking about supreme confident guy coming in the ring walks are the best in history, total confident, and backing it up with an unorthodox style, punching power, a whole lot of athleticism, and after I beat you up, I'm flipping in the ring or something. And can talk a good game, but back it up. Total confident. Prince Nassim Hamed. Check him out. Trust me. Bad boy. Right? Way in the lower weight division, featherweight up, and that kind of stuff. Right? Bad boy. Well, when he had his first loss, finally, after about his 32nd fight, he lost to Barrera. Oh, another guy named Barrera. You know what I mean? And he never fought again. So it happens. Let's go to Mike Tyson, for example. Mike Tyson had an aura. Now, he lost to Buster Douglas, but everybody knew he wasn't taking him seriously. So he still had an aura after the Buster Douglas. But when you went in there and you fought Evander Holyfield and hit Evander Holyfield, I encourage people to watch that first round. He hit Holyfield in the first round of the first fight with something that a lot of other fighters went down with. But Holyfield backed up on the ropes and said, well, I'm in a fight. I've said this before, but sometimes you repeat yourself. Anyway, Holyfield comes and wins that fight, fighting him back. So the next fight they had, that rematch, Holyfield picked up where he left off. Mike Tyson don't lose round ones of fights. Not round ones, because people scared, first of all. Got to get their stuff together first. Mike Tyson don't lose round ones, right? And not back then. And you lose round one, that ear getting bit, okay? Because, finding a way out. And it just happens, right? George Foreman. This is Mike Tyson 2.0. Everybody's scared of George Foreman. You don't be knocking out Joe Frazier and your boy here, I forget his name right now. Nice fighter, Ken Norton. Those guys. Ken Norton broke Ali's jaw, beat him a time or two. And always close fights. Joe Frazier, we know what happened with Muhammad Ali. George Foreman comes and takes care of both of those guys. So he has a serious aura. Ali ropes it over. We know Rumble in the Jungle. We know the deal. After that, George Foreman, didn't want to be around for a few years. About 10 of them, remember? So things like that, these guys with these massive auras, right? When they lose, things can happen psychologically. Could have happened to Kovalev. Because, you believe in the hype yourself. Kovalev done a lot of stuff before a little bitty old Andre Ward come up there and show people, I'm taking the fight to him, regardless of whatever. He didn't get knocked out. He took the fight. He was standing there at the end of the fight and won both of them. That's all you got to do. So basically knock him out and there's no discussion. So my point is, I think that this fight might not come off. It might not come off. I would be totally happy if it would, because it's a good fight for Sergey Kovalev. He's right back in the mix. The winner of this fight would be right in the mix. I'm talking about what's up, more so even than Adonis Stevenson, because I think what we got to do about this light heavyweight division, which is a good division. You got Barrera over there in Canada having problems, getting in and out of Canada. I don't know what's going on getting out of there, so people got to go fight over there. That's a problem. But Barrera is formidable. The Ukrainian dude, Wojciech, is the dude, the dark horse here. Bad boy. There's some people coming up. So Adonis Stevenson needs to fight somebody. Fight Eli Alvarez. Fight somebody. Because I think what we do with this light heavyweight division, we ask Andre Ward to come up and wait and clean up the mess that was there before he got there. That's why for me personally, Andre Ward gets a pass on this has to be undisputed light heavyweight champion like Terrence Crawford is. Right? Undisputed. Well, Andre Ward won the Super 6, which for me is undisputed in the super middleweight. He was as undisputed as you can get in the super middleweight division, right? Somebody had another title and they shouldn't have had it. Everybody know undisputed was there. And if you wasn't at the Super 6 tournament, like Chris Eubank Sr. says, then you're suspect. Everybody who was somebody was at that tournament. Andre Ward won it. Now, in the light heavyweight division, you guys were there already. Clean up that mess, and Andre Ward could have came from the super middleweight division to fight an undisputed champion in the light heavyweight division if Sergey Kovalev and Adonis Stevenson would have got that together. So I don't really condone the smaller guy coming up and cleaning up all that mess. Y'all had a mess before you get there. It was some fights that should have happened. We know, going back and forth, there's some things that Kovalev did wrong in negotiations, his team, and Adonis Stevenson too, if you hear both of the things over the years, but they should have had that fight. So now Ward comes up, beat Kovalev, and he's going to throw somebody else in his face, and then, he's got to fight Adonis Stevenson. Adonis Stevenson fights somebody, really good to make the fight big or something. Because Andre Ward just had this business with Kovalev twice. In the meantime, what's happening? So that's the point, because when you try to make people undisputed, then people are just holding belts and just over there. Got to do something. So light heavyweight division, with this fight, Kovalev, Barrera, that gets a nice little push in there. And that's something good coming for the light heavyweight division. Let's see what Stevenson and them do. And let's hope this really happens. It's all about Kovalev on this one for me. I hate to be honest on it. The video became long. But I got a feeling that Kovalev probably not going to want this one. Let's hope that I'm wrong on this. If I am, we got a great fight coming in November. 2017 is just going to go down historically as one of the best years we've had in a minute. Dover Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.